He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 3 yards remaining here on second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw is Newton. This is caught by Jackson. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He's going to wind up and air it out. down. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Panthers. 43 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there and let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. 10 yards still left on second down. Here's Newton now on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Little motion now from the tight end. They'll try to get the ground game going with Langford. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
The lone setback is Langford. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. In motion left goes a tight end. 10th carry now for Jeremy Langford. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Checks it underneath to Langford. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. 2
yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Nelson, the man in motion left. Nelson, the man in motion right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. The tight end in motion right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here we go now.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Here's Langford, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he motions the wide receiver. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Flushed out right. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And Cam is still down here. Appears to be shaken up and in some pain after the last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So certainly something to watch here as Newton is now out. And they'll hand things over to their backup quarterback and task him with preserving this lead. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
All right, here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Back 99, here we go.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
That has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that. Lead here in the second half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll look to throw here. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Surveying the field. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go. All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Back over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Well, clearly one of his...